Welcome back to an update on the now rear-wheel drive caddy build. In the last video I posted, you might recall me saying I'm sat at the side of a fishing lake, which is my other massive hobby. I haven't been fishing since April, possibly. Not put a proper session in anyway. The lake that I'm fishing here at the minute is a syndicate, which means it's limited numbers, very difficult ticket to get, and that runs out in March. There's a very large carp in here, goes by the name of Pinky, which is, among many others, one that I would very much like to catch. So in my little spare time, this is what I want to prioritise, is trying to get this fish caught. There's lots of others in here I'd like to catch, but that one... After a couple of sessions spent hiding away from the rain, I did manage to catch a nice fish. A mid 30-pound mirror, but not quite the one I was after. In between a busy work schedule, I tried to put in a few nights fishing. Usually turning up well into the dark, but being able to fish until around midday the following day before packing up for work again. All loaded up. Clear sky, full moon. Starting to get a bit of nip in the air. I've heard one fish crash out of deeper water, but the fish I'm after generally, there's another one over there, generally comes out from the other side of the lake and on a full moon, so I think I take the decision, and I fished this swim recently, so setting up in the dark is a bit more possible. So one's just crashed out right in the middle, but I think it's over the top of weed. Another quiet night's fishing, but I could see where the fish were spending most of their time now, and started baiting up as I left to get their confidence feeding before I returned. Right, I've picked up some bits. Neatly strapped down, obviously. That ain't going nowhere. We have Power Glide and a Ford 9-inch. So this is what I just went to pick up yesterday. Hopefully it is all good sizes. These things come up for sale and they sell so quickly that I just bought it without really asking any questions or anything really. But it is chromoly, so it weighs okay, not that much. Yeah, I think it's borderline about a centimetre. What's that hole for? About a centimetre, an inch wider than I would have liked, and these I think are about 2 inches wider, but it's probably about perfect. And it's come with strange axles, 40 spline, so they're the big boys, and 5-inch 5/8 wheel studs, so they are big power. This is a Power Glide with a ultra case, so it's all aftermarket housing. You can see, if you can see how thick the housing is, look, you see how thick the bell housing is here, so if it explodes it won't shower me with bits. Built by Drag Racing Royalty Andy Frost, I believe. So that's nice. I'm going to mock these up in the car and see where they fit. I already know I've previously bought some wheels for the car, but with the size of the wheel studs for this and the mounting type, they won't fit. So that's, again, normal me rushing to buy things because I get all excited and buying the wrong thing. So let's mock it up and have a look. Good afternoon. It is currently 3:30. I left home at 3:45 this morning to go to work because, being self-employed, I get to work whatever hours I want. It's great. That's working out good. So it has been horrendous weather all day, proper storms. It's looking like it will clear up by about 4 o'clock. I have a 2-hour drive to get to the lake. I need to stop to get milk. Oh, I need to stop to get milk. And yeah, I don't think anyone else will be there. A Thursday night, school night. Terrible weather. Can't see there being anyone else there, which will be good. Seen a lot of fish feeding really close in when I left on Tuesday. Seen a lot of fish feeding close in the sort of swim area where Pinky does like to come out this time of year. So I put what baits I had left over in as I was leaving, and yeah, so I would ideally like to get back in there. Hopefully the weather holds up for me when I get there. Storm Kieran's here, so I've had to park fair track away from the lake because there's a stream I'm gonna have to drive through, so all burrowed up. Need to get this secure for a long trek. Hopefully it doesn't start raining. So currently barrowing all my gear down to the lake. As I said, this is the night storm. Kieran, can you see me? Hello, you're on my wheelbarrow. Storm Kieran has hit. It's currently just before 6 o'clock. Worst of it's been and gone, the weather, but a lot of wind, a lot of rain. But most importantly, the air pressure is currently 972 millibars, which is very low. Oh, didn't get any footage during that storm. If you want too bad, I'm sort of set away. See, I'm down some steps here. With that, so done 2 nights. Basically just wrapped up in air because it's been pissing it down. And normally use 3 rods because the other one's over here. If I don't know any better, that is Pinky. I've wanted this fish. It's the first fish I've seen on the bank in here. Oh, sorry. First fish I've seen on the bank in here. My mate Leon, I think it might have been one of the first times I met him, had it early November, which would have been when I'd started on here. And so since then I knew he's come out last November as well, so I targeted the November's autumn. As it starts to get cold, it seems to start to feed.
Right. I was worried it's going to be too wide, but we are looking good. I'm going to see if you can see from back here. That is looking narrow. I'm going to stick it up virtually central and get it up at right height. Try and measure what size wheels I need in here. Ideal.
Hello. I'm not sure if what I've got here is a 30. Is it a 30? Yeah, it's a 30-inch slick. So, I don't know if I want to run a 32. However, I've got a 30 and I'll probably should fill for the 30, but I want to make sure. So I'm setting halfway there, needs to be at 15 inches centre to centre, so let's come up an inch. 1 inch, please. And that is centre-ish.
That's looking good. Look at the state of these leaves in it. I need to tidy this place out. It's one of the things I need to do before doing any proper work. Oh, hang on. Is that centre? Is that centre? Oh. Oh, I see. Okay, we're worried about it anyway. That's the centre there. I don't know. What is the centre? Yeah. Yeah, the middle of the housing is the centre. Yeah. Ah. Okay, so the centre is actually, I need to measure between here and here, which they're 20 inches apart. So the actual centre is about there. So that's roughly centre. I want these probably as narrow as I can get it. That's fine, I can chop all that out, but it's just the wheel arches in there. But put this in. Edge of the tyre. It's probably edge of the tyre is probably as close to that as I want it. So I reckon I could possibly get away with a 5-inch backspace. Dunno. 6.5. 6.5. I think I can always add a spacer. And there will be a brake disc on here. I can always add a spacer, of course. So, but how much further does the tyre stick out? Don't know. I'll have to look into this. Either a 4 or a 5-inch, and I'll be able to fit a 12-inch wheel in there. That's what I want. Ideal. So, for the stuff I've started building up, I've bought 3 sticks of, can you see here? 1 5/8" chromoly, and 1 stick of 1 inch